Hey guys, my name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming my January book haul. This month I'm coming at you with a pretty small-ish book haul. I have about like 11 books here or so. Yeah, it's not as big as it usually is, even though it was my birthday this month. I didn't actually end up buying any books for myself this month. There are some books here that I'm really excited to show you, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first three I'm going to show you are my book of the month picks for this month, as usual. And if you didn't know, I'm a book of the month ambassador, so they send me books to promote on my social medias. The first one that I'm going to show you is The Silent Patient, and this one is the only thriller option that they had available for this month, which is partially part of the reason why I picked it. This one's about this guy who's a criminal psychotherapist, and he starts to become obsessed with this girl named Alicia, who was a seemingly normal person who ended up murdering her husband for like no apparent reason. She hasn't said a word since, which is why she's the silent patient. And yeah, I've started this book. I can't really get into it so far, but we'll see if I can read this before the end of the month. The next one is Golden State by Ben H. Winters, and this one is like a sci-fi dystopian that takes place in the futuristic California. This book is being compared to Fahrenheit 451, which I think is pretty interesting, but it says this comes a mind-bending novel set in a world governed by absolute truth where lies are as dangerous as murder. I don't know, this one sounds really interesting, and holy shit, this cover is like maybe my favorite cover of 2019 already. Like, I absolutely love this. Oh my god, the pink wash and the white text, and the way the text is like under the freeways, and it's so beautiful. And the third book of the month selection I have is Golden Child by Claire Adam. This one is a debut novel that's set in Trinidad, following the lives of a family as they navigate impossible choices. The next two that I got sent are sent from Penguin Random House, and the first one is The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker. This is one that I read this month, and this is one that was like one of my most anticipated books of 2019. This is a contemporary sci-fi story about these girls who are falling asleep and then not waking up, and then the doctors are trying to figure out what's wrong with them, and they realize that their brains are recording such a high level of brain activity, like higher than ever recorded before, and they don't know what they're dreaming about. Like, they don't know what's going on, so it's kind of a mystery about that too. Yeah, this book is really crazy. You'll hear all about this in my wrap-up. And the next one they sent me is She Lies in Wait by Gaitha Lodge, and this one is a thriller, and it follows 6 friends, 1 killer. Who do you trust? On a scorching night in July in 1983, and a group of teenagers goes camping in the forest. Oh yeah, this is why I wanted to read it, because it takes place in 1983, and like one of the friends goes missing, and then 30 years later her body is found, and then it follows the young cop in the small town who had known the teenagers, and then it's like this mystery unraveling after 30 years. This sounds really interesting, and I do really enjoy this cover as well. Not as much as this cover, though. This cover is the freaking goddamn most gorgeous thing I've ever seen, because I really love, like, Starry Night covers. I am all here for this. The next one I have is from Scribner, and that is Stay Up with Hugo Best, and this one goes on sale April 2nd. Like, Stay Up with Hugo Best is like a Late Night with Jimmy Fallon kind of thing. It's like the name of a late night TV show, and Hugo Best is like the host of said TV show. Yeah, and it just says a timely, witty debut novel about what happens when a young assistant on a late-night comedy show accepts an invitation from its enigmatic host to spend a long weekend at his mansion. Claire Hanscom and the publishers Unbounders sent me Unscripted by Claire Hanscom. This is a British writer, but I'm pretty sure this book is releasing in America in April. Sounds interesting because it follows this girl who is a writer, and she writes this book in hopes that her favorite actor will star in the movie adaptation, and then he does, and then it's like a romance between her and the actor, and like, hello, is that not my #1 goal in life? Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Gosling, cough. I know it sounds a little cheeseball, and it might be, but like, I thought it sounded cute anyways, and this cover is really cute too. So hopefully I'll be reading this one very soon. So thank you so much to Claire for sending me this. So the next thing I have is from Source Books, and they sent me this amazing, really cool box along with this book. The book is The Similars by Rebecca Hanover. This one is a young adult book, I believe. Yeah, so it follows 6 new students are joining the junior class at the elite Darkwood Academy, but they aren't regular overachieving teens, they're clones, and they're attending school alongside their originals. What? The Similars are all anyone can talk about. Who are these clones? Why are they all Darkwood students, and who is the madman who broke the law to create them? Okay, so didn't know this book is about clones. Suddenly very interested in this. I don't know, I'm not usually like huge into young adult anymore, but like there's some that really just like sound interesting, kind of like this one. So maybe I'll have to give this one a go sometime. Next up, Maya Hughes, the romance indie author, sent me one of her book boxes as well. It's Ruthless King by Maya Hughes. This one is part of her hockey romance series, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so like they were high school sweethearts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's part of the hockey one because there's a hockey stick on the back. I still haven't gotten a chance to read the first hockey romance in the series that she sent me, but I'm a pretty big fan of hockey romances, so I'm definitely probably gonna get to both of these two books, but I'm pretty sure this one's the sequel to that first book. Alright, and then the last book that I got sent was this, The Strongest Magic, and it's this really cool package that like opens like this. It's Bloodleaf by Crystal Smith, and this one's an arc. It's coming out in March, and this one is a young adult fantasy, I'm pretty sure. So as far as a description for this book goes, it says Bloodleaf is a roar of a dark and luscious political fantasy that's layered with romance, magic, and ghostly intrigue through a deliciously creepy story that's told with rock and roll edge that will haunt you late into the night. Crystal Smith carves a place for herself alongside Maggie Stiefvater and Sarah J. Maas. Wow, she's comparing herself to some of the biggest names in fantasy. So the last book that I received this month was from one of my coworkers and close friends because we did a Secret Santa exchange at my work for Christmas. He got me a book, and it was a pretty awesome book because it was one I actually wanted to read soon, and that is Baby Teeth. Baby Teeth is a thriller slash horror novel. This is one that I've been wanting to read for a very long time. Yeah, so it follows this woman named Suzette, who's a devoted stay-at-home mother doing everything she can to connect with her 7-year-old daughter who cannot and will not speak. Ever since Hannah was a baby, Suzette couldn't help but feel despised by her, manipulated, and scared to death. So it's about this like crazy-ass little girl. And I don't know why, I just really love thrillers that follow, like, creepy, crazy children. So, really stoked to read this one. I'm hoping to read this one very soon. If not by the end of January, then hopefully the first thing in February. So yeah, those are all of the books that I hauled in January. It's not too many this month, but still a lot of really great books here that I can't wait to read. Yeah, so let me know if you've read any of these books that I just mentioned and what your thoughts are on them. Also, can I just say, this book says it's We Need to Talk About Kevin meets Gone Girl meets The Omen. Like, what? Anyways, that was random. Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are on any of these books if you've read them, and thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time.